Hello friends, today we are going to learn about the obfuscation. What is obfuscation? Generally, it's a technique to protect your code and your secrets, make your project stand still strong. So whenever you want your code so that no one can see, then you have to go for the obfuscation. Generally, it will protect your USP, make your code hack proof, and your logic will be hidden from any other people. So whenever you are shipping your product with the build with the MSI or EXE, that it will be protected. So your end user cannot see your code. So that's the reason. Because generally when we are shipping a code or shipping a build EXE, so whenever people will install our application, they can see our entire code if you will not do obfuscate. So to make the obfuscate, we have certain level of things. So that we are going to discuss and see. So why to obfuscate? To make your product label one, also your make product intellectual property, so that it will be belongs to you and it will be always yours. So let's dive into the code, how we will really obfuscate and how we will go for it. Okay. So I'll make a simple, very small application, which is a calculator, which is having a logic, which is basically class library DLL normally, which is having. So here I have my entire logic like add, subtract, multiplication, everything is here. Okay. So what I will do, basically this application will do generally a calculator which will show you the generally the calculation. So basically I'll show you the operation so that you will be get clear. Let me make it run. So this is your application. So basically here I will put, and I will put the add, subtract, multiply. So this is a very small application. Maybe your project is very large and you have multiple implementation for the kind of your project. So to protect your code, so if you do not obfuscate, so entire code whatever you are putting here, anyone can see. Anyone, I mean say anyone, whenever you are shipping the product after the installation. So let's see that the libraries we have done it. Let's open for it and we will expand our calculator UI class first so that we can see. So here is the logic, whatever we have written in the calculator, in the subtract and all. Everyone can see this data by taking your EXE or DLLs. Okay. So you can see all your data is exposed with the exact logic. It's not any turnaround. Also, if I'll come to your logic class or the logic DLL, so that also having the calculator class. So you can see here the each and every specs of the code is like published, so anyone can see it. So I can take your DLLs and I can see it. So ILSpy basically is a tool to see all the decompiler code of the DLLs. So that's why it's here. So the question is now how to protect your code. So to make it, so let's add a NuGet package which is open source. So you can go to manage source and you can search for Confuser. So it's a basically open source tool. So you can see here I installed my project. So this is like you can install it to your project label and then you will get a folder under your solution once you install it. So how you will get a folder, I'll show you. Let me open my folder of solution. So here you can see the packages. So the packages inside that Confuser X final, and basically this is the deal, and inside that your signature Confusion, you get package tools, everything will be available. So inside that you can see your Confuser CLI exe. So this is the console which we are going to use for our obfuscation. So you have to make sure all these things are there once you install the NuGet package. Okay, let's jump into the code again. So now you have to create a template for it, so how your things will be there. So basically it's a XML file. You can go for add a XML file, add new item, and you can put for your XML file, and you can put your name, the template name, and you can add it. So the project name should be CR project instead of XML. So configure, in my case, configure the template.cr project. So basically this is the project file. From this it will take. So here I mentioned is done based on the project directory based config. So whenever I will change to my release or debug, based on that I can set up. In all of my code, everything will be obfuscated. So when I don't want to do it, you have to remove all your obfuscate code. Not all, even if you can put for post build pre-build script, that will be done. So for that we are currently making base config file. So the config folder will be the base, so that is debug or release. So it will take from the base directory, and then it will put for output directory. So the output of the obfuscated files will be placed in this folder. Next, what you are going to obfuscate. So basically our project having a output type, so which might be exe or DLL. So in our case, one DLL and one exe. Our logic is a DLL class library, and calculator having our UI, so that's a exe. So that's why we kept it the module path. So you can mention your module, then your path, what it is exactly. So it will take from the base directory and this. So now let's jump into the rule pattern. So rule pattern is the technique where you want to mention your protection label. So here I mentioned the constants will be get protected, my control flow will be get protected, my intermediate language dash like deassembler things will be protected, and anti-dump. So anti-dump is a very strong technique which will make your process to dump the data whatever the logs you have, so that will be also protected. Anti-tamper, so on the go no one can tamper your application with the simple injections, so that it will protect it. So after this we have to add the post build and pre-build script, which will be in our exe or in our DLL based as well, so wherever you want to put. So let me write a pre-build and post-build script. So here I have kept for you the pre-build script. What it will do, basically it is a PowerShell command. It will take the content and it will take the CR project template, so basically which we return it. So from where it will from the project directory. So it will pick and it will replace with the config, which is generally the bin or debug path. Basically how it will, so it will be based on this bin configuration, it will go for it. Okay, then what it will do, it will set the content for this content configure.cr project. Why it is needed? Because this project will going to take this one based on the template, so that this template will replace with the bin folder path, exactly hard path, and then it will put for the configure x. So let it will create your configure template. Let me put for the post build script. So this is going to your post build scripts. What it will take, it will go for the solution directory and go for the packages and the CLI label. So like basically our command line implementations, whatever the configure exe or NuGet package path, this it will take. You can, if you don't want to import a specifically from your project, then also you can go for it. You can put your hard-coded value and you can run it as well. So that is the thing. And yeah, now we are making it CR project, so which is in the pre-build script we are generated with configure CR project. So let's make now the build, rebuild the solution, so that our project build will be there. Okay, so when the building will happen, so you can see each and everything here. So it is taking from the calculator exe, or if any error is there, like you have faced any uh, your application is having some error, so you can see here in detail information what it is having. So you can see here the configure x copyrighted key 2014 is there, so version 1, and also running on the Microsoft NT 629, and all the resolving components. So it will mention you what are the things is executing. So here you can see anti-debug, anti-dump, whatever the things we have mentioned it. Okay, so that we can put it for everything, and later on our project is success. So now let's run. First we'll see our project is working as expected even if after adding this configure x or the obfuscation. So first we'll check our application whether it's working fine or not. So let's add, subtract, multiply and divide, everything works fine. Okay, now jump it to the IELTS whether people are still able to see our code or not. So let's add our assemblies, so which is calculator and main window. So you can see from here itself your none of the code is visible. Okay, so let me come to here and I will go one by one. Main window. Okay, you can see no code is visible. Even if add click, calculate function, double click, everything is obfuscated, so error unknown of code, but still your application is working. So that's how it is. So all your only the things is your method name can be seen here. Okay, so I will show you also how to hide that as well in my next videos. Also you can see the logic which we have written, so that is also now obfuscated in the calculator class. No one can see your structure, what is your control flow. Even if they will go to the control class, they cannot see your inside methods, and you can see your methods is completely obfuscated. There is no value, it's a junk values, and you can see invalid comparison between the everything. So the implementation completely replaced by junk codes. So this is the real impact of the code obfuscation. So you can protect your all of your codes by simple XAML code and a tool. It's open source, so you can have it. You can find the configure x link, IELTS by download link in my comment sections or description sections. I will put that. Also I'll attach this project so that it will help you. Any questions, any doubts or any help you required, you can put in the comment section. I will get back to you soon. You can have my email ID for immediate contact as well. So here I am keeping my email ID as well, shotokoli@gmail.com. You can reach out to me anytime, any day. Hope you like the video. Please do like, subscribe